You're not gonna work me like a dog and pay me like no puppy. Cause dog, I ain't no puppy. We gonna go over the good, bad, and the ugly. But let's go with the good first. We gonna get straight into it. I can honestly say that TMC has never messed my checkup. Whatever work I did, they paid me for. I have a good rapport with my fleet manager. Me and him are definitely on the same page. You know, he knows what I require every week to bring home. I think it's very important to have a good rapport with your fleet manager. Your fleet manager makes a lot of decisions. But who really makes a lot of decisions when it comes to your loads is the planner. So basically, your fleet manager is the middleman, if you get what I'm saying. And if he sends me somewhere and it doesn't make sense, or it's something out of the norm, he'll hit me up, give me a message and say, I did this because of this, because I need to position you here so I can get you here, or I can put you in a better position to get better loads, better paying loads. TMC has some good equipment. You know, we drive Peterbilt 579. Other drivers they have, I've heard stories of them breaking down. I never broke down. You know, worst I've ever done is bust 3 tires the whole time I've been here for the whole year. You know, I don't really have any horror stories when it comes to breakdowns. A lot of people complain about the trailers, the Benson trailers. You know, those are the older model trailers, and you know, the winches don't go all the way to the front. It don't really matter to me, because as long as the trailer is moving, let's go. I'm gonna get to point A and B. As long as the trailer moving, let's go. I'm gonna make it work. TMC is very professional. You can call somebody 24 hours a day and they can get you out of jam. You know, just like situation with me, I bust 2 tires at the same time, pulled over the side of the road, and I was taken care of within an hour and a half. I was on my way. I don't really get any pushback or any attitude. Whoever I talk to in the company, I haven't received that. Other people have said that, but I'm just giving you my outlook on what I've noticed, what I've been through. TMC will get you home on the weekends. I missed 1 weekend the whole time I've been here. The whole year, I missed 1 weekend. And that was because my fleet manager wasn't there. Fleet manager is very important. Sometimes your fleet manager may be out on vacation, sick, whatever, and you get that feeling and they just throw you whatever. But me, if something doesn't make sense or something I don't like, we're gonna have a conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. Having a conversation. Hey, look, this load is paying this. It's such and such bounce miles going this way. Do you think that maybe I can just wait for the next load to come through? Put me back on the board and I'll wait for the next load to come through? I can do that. Exercise your right, man. Why not? I think TMC is a good company to start out with, especially if you're first trying to get your CDL and you want to make some money right off the bat, some decent money right off the bat, I would go with TMC. This year has gone by pretty fast. What I learned the most is I learned so much more that I never knew about myself. I think you really don't realize how much you know about yourself until you're by yourself. You're by yourself all week. You come home on the weekends, if you got kids or a family, you be hearing noises or whatever, and sometimes it's an adjustment. You gotta step outside, because when you're on the road, you control your own noise. You can control your own people that's around you. It's just you. I learned a lot about me. I love myself, man. That's all I got to say, man. I look in the mirror, I'll be like, I love some me, man. I learned so much about myself. You driving, you chasing the white line. If you feed yourself with good information, positive information, things you can grow off of, it could be a good experience. Now, some people that come out here and get their CDL, and I've heard some horror stories, and they're telling me, you know, they're out all week making $500-600 a week. And I'm like, where they do that at? At the end of the day, these mega carriers, they're gonna make their money. To be honest with you, the people who are out here that's winning are the owner operators. And I gotta be honest, I'm not bashing TMC or anything like that. I'm just being honest. This world don't owe you no type of understanding. Understand this. You're not gonna work me like a dog and pay me like no puppy. Cause dog, I ain't no puppy. You out here all week, you have to justify you being out here. Like for me, I can't bring home no less than $1,000 a week. Of course, yes, majority of the time, 98% of the time is more. It costs a couple dollars for my world to go around. And if you're not getting what you feel like you deserve, it's time to have a conversation. There's nothing wrong with conversation. Communication is the key, man, in all different kinds of worlds and all different kinds of backgrounds. If you feel like you're being slighted or you're not getting what you deserve, have a conversation. Talk to them. You don't like your fleet manager, get another one. You don't like your job, get another one. I'm serious, man. We put our life on the line out here on the road. We're away from our family. We miss different things. We miss different loved ones. If you're single out here, you're winning. You're really winning. You're actually putting your neck on the line every day. You grip that steering wheel and go down that road. And for those truckers out there, I'm pretty sure you see the accidents that's out there, the fires, the trucks that's on fire on the highway. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Gotta be safe out here. Safety is, I'm telling you, safety is number one. Out of anything you do out here, safety's number one. Keeping your CDL is number two. I know what y'all been waiting for. Y'all want to hear the cons. I know. All right, so my first con, the bounce miles. Don't know what bounce miles is? It's the amount of miles that it takes for you to go pick up your load. I'm tired of driving 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours to go pick up a load. I understand that it's a certain amount of trucks, a certain amount of loads, and a certain amount of states. I get it. It's a lot of planning involved. I get it. But I just gotta be honest. I'm tired of driving 2 hours to go pick up a load. I go drive 2 hours to go pick up a load after already dropping off the load that day or the night before, strapping up the load, then driving umpteen miles or whatever to go drop off that load. And when it's all said and done, you basically, if you try and park up, man, you gonna max out your clock. It's a long day. And I'm not complaining. And before I even go into any more of the cons, I know what the job entailed when I took it, as my grandfather would say. So I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just being honest. This just is my true feelings. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. When you first start, you think you would get home early Friday and then leave out late Sunday. Well, that's not the case. Majority of the time, I get home around 5, 6 o'clock on a Friday, and then depending where I'm going, like say if I gotta go to Ohio, if I need to park up Sunday night, I would have to leave Saturday night. Do I leave Saturday night? No. I enjoy my family time. I take advantage of it. Home time is very short. It is. Sometimes you trying to cram everything in one weekend. You gotta spend time with your kids, gotta spend time with your wife. Like I said before, if you're single, you're winning. Woo! So washing clothes, getting food together, and that's basically preparing for your next week. So that's basically, you're still spending energy on doing things as far as trucking. And that takes time away from you, your family, or whatever you really want to do. If you get what I'm saying. Not gonna lie, the summers are good. Summers pay good. It could be inconsistent at sometimes. The winter times, your money drops. The revenue it goes down. Winter time definitely goes down. Home Depot and Lowe's. Those loads suck. Those loads take a lot of work to do and they don't pay. Some distribution centers, they have different rules. If you come in and do a trailer swap, you gotta put 16 straps in the winches. And if you don't have a special tool, your arm's gonna be looking like Popeye. Who wants to do work, all that work for Lowe's that don't pay? I understand that they have a contract with Lowe's and Home Depot. I get it. It's the mega carrier. I guess it's part of the game. The Lowe's can be inconsistent, but what I've realized is the name of the game is getting empty. There's a growing argument saying that it's not good to park up or have a full clock because they're going to have you go all the way around the world and you're not guaranteed a good load. But I beg to differ. I mean, it works differently for me. I like to park up. And for those guys who feel like your fleet manager is not giving you good loads, is basically because your fleet manager doesn't trust that you're going to get there on time. Let me give you an example. If you have a delivery time at 3 o'clock and you show up at 12 and there's a pool of so many other trucks, 2,500 trucks in the whole fleet of TMC, and you're empty at 12 o'clock, what kind of load do you think you're going to get? If you're cussing out your fleet manager every other day, or you calling them a million one times about some BS, you're not going to get good loads. They might try to phase you out. Me, I max out my clock and I try to park up for every load. Some days it just don't happen that way. Some days I run out of time, or you may get fatigued. But I run hard. My fleet manager know I run hard. Say for instance, if y'all caught that last video I did with the sheet metal. So I picked that load up in Tennessee and I took that to North Carolina. There's a story behind this. That's why I'm laughing. So I take it to North Carolina, and matter of fact, Bessemer City, North Carolina. I'll never forget this name, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I get to the consignee, make my delivery. I get to the road. The road is dark, you can't see nothing, no street lights, straight country. You could barely fit another car on the road with a truck. I get there, I pull into the dirt lot. And what I'm telling you, it's pitch black. If you could picture in your mind, it's pitch black out there. But I see like somebody keep opening the door to the warehouse. Like I see a light flash and then it go away. I'm like, what's going on? Next thing you know, this guy comes out, walking out of the warehouse with a flashlight. Now mind you, I'm in Confederate town. If you could read between the lines, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to, this ain't part of the channel. But I'm in the Confederates, if you get what I'm saying. He come up to the truck, roll down my window, hey, how you doing? The first thing I see is him. And I'm like, yo, what in the Jeepers Creepers? Yo, it's like midnight. I lie to you not. Yeah, I maxed out my clock, but I wanted to get there, man, because I just needed to get there. I hate stopping. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like stopping. I don't like stopping. I had to get there. First thing he says to me, I said, hey, how you doing? He was like, you want me to unload you? I'm like, huh? And first of all, I'm surprised that somebody's even there. I'm like, my man on the graveyard shit. There's only one car in the whole dirt lot. And I guess that's his car. So I'm like, okay, he the only one here. And he was like, you want me to unload you? I can open up the gate. And I'm like, hold on, man. Hold up. Okay. I said, sir, just give me a second. I'm looking around. So I get out and look. You think people just learn that in CDL, you know, looking in your mirrors to get out and looking while you backing up the truck. No, I get out and look, check out my surroundings. I'm like, okay, it's dark, but you know, it's me and him. I'm non-violent, but you know, everybody has a will to survive, and I'm going to survive. Okay, you can unload me. So because I'm thinking in my mind, if I get unloaded, I'm gonna get me a good load. Let me tell you what happened, right? So he said, in order for me to unload you, I'm gonna need you to go back out to the main road, make a left, and then there's a little path, not even a road, there's a path that takes you to the back of the warehouse. I said, okay. So I creep back there. I look at the path and I'm like, there's no way I could fit in here. So at this time, he waving a flashlight telling me to come on with the gate, and I'm like, all right, whatever, man. I got driving skills. Let's go. I get through the dark path, right? It's this little shack. It's me, him, the little shack, and the flashlight. That's all he got. I put on my lights, my loading lights from the back. That's the only light we basically had back there. And he turned out to be cool. He actually turned out to be cool. He was talking about, you know, in the middle of the night, I'd be hunting squirrels and stuff. I'm like, oh, for real? Alvin and the chipmunks in them? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's what's up, man. You ever eat squirrel? No, I don't eat meat. Can't make this up. 1 o'clock in the morning, he unloaded me. I got a fresh clock. And guess what? Guess who number one on the list to get the next load out of North Carolina? So that's how you gotta play it. Say if that was a Friday, I get home earlier too. And I gotta be honest with y'all, man. And I'm about to touch on something real serious, like all jokes aside. I haven't been home in 2 weeks, and it's not by personal choice. It's because the monster virus is in my house. I'll be the first to tell y'all, you know, I took it lightly. You know, I wore my mask and things like that, but I never thought that it would affect me and mine. Came out here right now, It's not fair because the rules are not fair, because this new thing going around now, it's affecting kids, affecting my kids. And they're not just having a simple no, they're really getting sick. This thing is serious. People think, I pull up my sleeve and and I'm good. I'll be the first one to tell you, you're not. It's serious out here, y'all. I'm telling you. I haven't been home in 2 weeks. Has changed the whole dynamic of my household. And I'm not asking for no pity party or nothing like that. I'm just informing y'all. Everybody has their own right to whether they're gonna get the, you know what. But what y'all could do, let me show y'all what y'all could do. Kids is getting sick, people are dying. Ain't nobody sent me here to say this, and nobody paid me to say this. This is my honest truth, man. It's affecting kids. It'll affect your wife, your loved ones, your husband, your whatever. Like, put the mask on. Simple as that. Even if you don't want to, because you can still get it. Even, I know. I'm not asking for no pity party or nothing like that. I just ask for y'all to be safe out here. I appreciate y'all tuning in to me. And Reesewill, and I'm out. Progression is a weapon. Put God first.